Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of an ink review. Today we have a whole lot going on today. We are doing an ink review. We're gonna do a Bujo setup video, and then I have to get out of here because I have to go to the pharmacy before 6 o'clock when they close. Today's ink we are doing the Diamine Inkvent Blue Edition 2019 Happy Holidays. It's blue ink with some blue silver sparkle. Really cool looking. Alright, here's our ink of the day. It's got some red sheen in there. Looks really cool. With a blue sparkle. Wow. So sparkle plenty. Here's our ink swatch. Let's do the water resistance test to see if it has any water resistance. Today's pen will be using the Noodler's Conrad with the Ultraflex nib. Give that just a second to kind of absorb. Give it a little swizzle to mimic a heavy storm. Okay, let's do some of this. Alright. Water resistance test shows it has a little bit of water resistance, but I might not use this on the outside of an envelope because you saw how dark that puddle was. Alright, here's our toilet paper chromatography. There's like a darker blue in it with some blue sparkle. You can really see that sparkle coming out. And then it just fades to a lighter blue. And maybe it's got a little bit of purple in there, but all I see is blue. Okay. Let's do some paper review, shall we? This is the copper plate graph pad from johnneilbooks.com. I am going to zoom in and bump up the brightness so we can see the intricacies of this ink. Really nice shimmer in there. Very dark blue. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Rhodia dot pad, 80 GSM. Where am I? Here we are. A little bit of red sheen and shimmer. A little bit of wiggle, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. And Maromon Nemosity 80 GSM dot grid, a square grid. Ooh, it feathered really bad. Shimmer, sheen. Bled to the page. Too bad. This is Oxford optic paper. Look at that red sheen. Woo! No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Hidden Gear heavyweight notebook paper from Walmart.com. I couldn't find a heavyweight notebook paper yesterday when I went to Walmart. I was really sad about it. Beautiful. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oxford single subject notebook paper. Beautiful sheen and shading. A little bit of shimmer, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. CVS Caliber filler paper. CVS Fermi. Wow, look at that. Almost all sheen and shimmer. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghost. A little bit of ghosting. This is True Red 20-pound copy paper. No sheen, a little bit of shimmer. Feathered like a chicken, bled through the page. Too bad. Pelican Hub notepad. A little bit of shimmer. A tiny bit of sheen. A little bit of feathering. A little bit of ghosting. This is our new paper that we have. This is Muji paper. Real Muji paper. I don't see any sheen. It's got shimmer though. When it did bleed through the page. It did bleed through the page. Too bad. Archer and Olive 160 GSM. Beautiful sheen. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM notebook paper. A little bit of feathering. I'm sorry, a little bit of shimmer. A little bit of shimmer, a little bit of sheen. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Here's another new one that we are going to be reviewing. This is Anecdote Notebook. Really nice shading and sheen and shimmer. Can I have some? I'm gonna put tab on this side so I can. Where am I? Okay. Beautiful shimmer, a little bit of sheen and shading, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Tiny little bit of micro bleeding right there. Really nice so far. The Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Practically all sheen, shimmer, no bleeding, no ghosting. Cosmo Airlight 75 GSM. Here we have lots of sheen and shading. Littlest bit of shimmer, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Midori MD paper. Nice amount of sheen. Very reminiscent of a couple of these other ones we've had sheen lately. Really nice. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. 68 GSM Tumbleweed River. Really nice. Nice sheen, shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Leuchtturm 1917. It's a little flat. A little bit of sheen, a little bit of shading. Shimmer, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Logical Swing Notebook. Logical Swing Notebook A6. Got a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of shading, a little bit of sheen, no feathering, bled through the page. Too bad. That one. And last but not least, this is Daiso Premium Notebook. Beautiful amount of sheen and shading. A little bit of shimmer in there too. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Don't notice my thing. also going to put this one under moisture. Okay, let's do a comparison panel to see where this ink lies. This is definitely a blue ink, though it may be a very dark blue ink. Let's go with the dark blue department. Let's see about the medium blue department first. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not in the medium blue department. Arctic Blast is about as far as it is about as dark as it gets. Sheen Machine is even lighter. Cosmos is lighter. Tasha Ao is almost as dark, without all of the fun properties though. Actually, I'm gonna take Ao out. Where is it? There's Cosmos. I kind of want that one to come too. Oh, for God's sake. Let's look at the dark blue department. See if any of these are in that department. Nitrogen is pretty close. Even Neutron Star is kind of close. This one is really dark. Cenote is kind of close in the dark. Bloody Brexit is kind of close in the dark. Maureen is close. Even this DC Super Show Blue is light. Saltaire is kind of close. Ruby Blues is kind of close. Sheen Machine. Skull and Roses is kind of close. Blue Blood is kind of close. Paw Star is a little green. Stargazer's a little green. Too light. Shocking Blue is a little light. Oh, there's Polar Glow. It's a little light. Oxford Blue is about the only one that's darker. And Candy C is kind of close too. Unicorn's a little light. Arctic Blast. Pale. And Cosmos. I think this one still belongs in the medium blue. And that's it. What did y'all think about today's ink? Do you have this ink? Are you thinking thoughts about getting this ink? Let me know what your thoughts of this ink are in the comment section below. That's all I've got for right now. I will be back very soon to do a Bujo setup video because I have new markers that I'm really excited about playing with. So get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them and I love you to pieces. Have a great day. Okay, love you. Bye.